Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Wilson, and today we're going to talk some football. All right, I'm here with
Steve Mazza.
Ben Pope.
I'm here with
Pete Ledger.
Alex Green.
All right, Steve, what do you think is the most important position in football?
The most important position is obviously quarterback. Quarterback is just such a position where it controls your entire game. So quarterback is definitely, I got you there.
Might be the most important, and it also might be the most underrated. I would just say the offensive line, and more specifically the center. If you don't have a good center and don't have a good offensive line, then nothing else can really work. You won't have a good run game. You won't have a quarterback that has time in the pocket. You won't have receivers that are able to get actually good routes. So I'm looking at this more on the offensive side of things, but if you don't have offense, you don't win football games. So
Most important position, I'm going to go with wide receiver. Because, that's how you get your 7 points, right? You got to be out in the end zone, hands up, hold it close, keep it held, That's the most important. I think that's the most fun when you watch a nice Hail Mary or a big reception,
I would say the most important position in football is the quarterback because they are the one responsible for running the offense and throwing the ball to receivers and running backs.
All right, now, what is the most underrated position in football?
I would say the most underrated position in football is anyone on the offensive line because they're responsible for blocking the quarterback and giving them ample time to throw and get the ball to the receivers.
Underrated, I'm going to go with the kicker because, they're not on the field the whole time, but when you need them, they're there, and they really decide a lot of big games. So.
tight end, because they're definitely involved with the blocking. I feel like a lot of tight ends are usually maybe clubhouse leaders and such, and they're both working as a blocker, but they also run routes as well. So they have a couple of different jobs to work on. So I feel like that's pretty important.
Definitely the O-line. The offensive lineman, I think, is definitely one of the most underrated positions because if your O-line stinks, then your team's going to probably stink. And then you probably can't do anything. You can't score, and then your defense has to play most of the games. So O-line is definitely the most underrated position.
So you're probably wondering, why ask these two very specific questions? Well, today, we're going to be interviewing 6'3", 300-pound offensive tackle from Yorkton Heights, New York, Jake Wilson, who, matter of fact, is my brother. And you know what? Let's cut to some highlights. It's time to let you know a little bit more about the big guy. So, how are you doing today, Jake?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Great to hear. All right, so what is your goal as a player at every game besides winning?
Honestly, winning is important. For prior to Yorktown history, we're a winning program. We haven't been winning, and now we're off to a 6-0 start. So winning is important, but having fun with me and my guys. We've been playing together since 3rd grade, and I'm not a selfish person. I'm a lineman, usually the most unselfish people on the field. I just want my friends to have the success been having so far this season, and we just keep the ball rolling.
That's great. So, what sort of struggles do you face on and off the field as a student and as an athlete?
You know, some struggles. You know, just balancing schoolwork and practice. We've always had a very lengthy practice schedule, always from 2:30 to 6 or 2:30 to 5:30, and this season we've had some struggles with finding a place to practice. We haven't been able to practice at our own home field. We've been having to come here, which is a local park in Yorktown, and it's been a struggle, but you know, the best teams go through adversity and still come up on top.
So, I've heard you were given an offer from Temple University, a D1 school, such a huge accomplishment. How do you impose on how you can improve your skills and take them to the next level, not just as an athlete, but as a student?
So just constant weight room is just a way to elevate my game and footwork, and you know, just working out and just improving my game. Also mentally, just going over film and just keeping me focused and ready to be able to take my game to the next level at college, in whatever university I attend.
So that's great. Can you express the challenges of balancing social, athletic, and academic life, and how you deal with the duties of it?
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, there's struggles academically with just balancing school. Social life, though, I mean, I have lots of lunch periods with my friends, and academically, I mean, we all have mostly the same classes, so I mean, and we're all student athletes, so we're all going through the same struggle, which makes it easier than just me being singled out.
And that's a great answer. Is there anything you would like to say to the audience to know a little bit more about you and where to find you?
So not only am I a football player, I'm also a big basketball fan, like my brother. I also do track and field. I do shot put and discus. And you can find me on Twitter or X now, Jake Wilson 2024. And yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for your time, Jake. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it is. Always is.
That about does it for me. Thank you to everyone who made this video possible, especially my brother Jake. Love you, bro. And especially our cameraman Luch over here. Thank you once again all for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.